In a certain kingdom, there lived a mapmaker named Elion. From a very young age, he showed an extraordinary talent for drawing maps. The rise and fall of mountains, the flow of rivers, even the positions of the stars. His maps were so precise that people often said, "With this map, one will never lose their way." Elion did not doubt those words. On the contrary, his confidence only grew stronger. "My map can't be wrong." When people asked him for directions, he would unfold his map and say, "This road is wrong. This way is faster. That mountain is not dangerous." According to the map, when someone spoke of their own experience, Elion would smile gently and shake his head. "You must be remembering it incorrectly." At first, the people of the kingdom trusted his certainty, but as time passed, fewer and fewer listened to his words. He always gave what seemed to be the right answer, yet, more and more often, his words failed to match the footsteps of those who followed them. One day, the king summoned Elion. To the north, the king said, "There lies a forest not yet marked on any map. I want you to chart its paths." Elion did not hesitate for even a moment. "Referring to my map will be sufficient, Your Majesty." He spread out old maps and filled the forest with imagination. By calculating the direction of the wind, the patterns of the terrain, and the structure of forests already known, he completed a map he believed to be perfect. But on the night before he set out for the forest, Elion had a strange dream. In the misted forest, there stood an old woman clad in robes. The old woman asked, "Do you know the paths of this forest?" Elion answered as though it were obvious, "Of course, I have studied every map." The old woman smiled quietly and said, "Then tell me, do you also know the roads you've not yet encountered?" Just as Elion was about to answer, the dream came to an end. The next day, Elion entered the forest alone. The map proved accurate, and for the first few days, there were no problems at all. His confidence in himself grew even stronger. But the deeper he went into the forest, the more the paths began to stray from the map. Where the map showed a straight road, fallen trees blocked the way. Where the map marked a shallow stream, the water rose to his knees. "This cannot be," Elion muttered. At that moment, a woman stepped out from a small cabin in the forest and spoke to him. "Are you looking for the way?" Elion showed her his map and replied, "No, I already know the way. It seems the forest has simply changed a little." The woman studied the map for a moment, then spoke gently. "This map resembles the forest from long ago, but this forest changes a little every year. Elion shook his head. "My map is accurate." The woman said nothing more. She simply pointed quietly deeper into the forest. "Then, try that path." Elion followed that path. But before long, he was lost. The map was no longer of any use. As night fell, the forest changed its voice. The wind hid its direction, and the stars disappeared behind the leaves. In that darkness, he remembered the old woman from his dream. "The roads you have not yet encountered." For the first time, Elion folded his map, and he listened to the forest. The sound of the wind, the dampness of the soil, the distant presence of flowing water. He stopped trying to see the path and began to feel it. In that moment, the forest slowly revealed itself. Days later, Elion emerged from the forest. In his hands was a new map, one unlike any he had drawn before. The lines were faint, the empty spaces were many, and scattered across the page were small notes. "This path changes with the seasons. Listen to the words of those who live here. Uncertain. The king looked at the map and asked, "Why have you left so much unfinished?" Elion paused before answering, "Because I have learned that not all paths can be known." After that, the people of the kingdom began to trust Elion's maps once more. Strangely enough, it happened only after he stopped claiming to know everything. Now, when people speak, Elion listens until the very end. When someone shares a different experience, he replies, "That may be so. It might be a road not yet on the map." Elion still draws maps. But now, his most important tool is no longer his pen. It is his ear. The moment we believe we know all the answers, we lose the questions. And those who lose their questions often do not realize they are lost. We must always remain open to all things.